Welcome in. Brave says first this time for real. So true, my good man. Welcome in. So, today, I ate lunch. I mean, dinner. So I ate just before stream started this time. So, normally dinner isn't ready. Well, dinner tends to be ready at like a really random time. I find that a lot of the time lately it's been ready like right when stream starts, in which case I pushed stream time back. But today, I got home and dinner was ready, man. So, I finished eating. Which means that we have full time for us to just sit here and hang out, play some games. You know how it is. Oh man, I had such a productive day today. For better or worse, I had a very productive day. I had so much to do at work today. I've had a lot of like long-standing... Oh, thank you for letting me know. There we go. I fixed it. Thank you, sir. I don't know why that keeps turning on, but thank you. I've had a lot of long-standing tasks for a while that have just been kind of piling up, and I took care of a ton of them today. Oh, so it feels good to be productive, but I am kind of burnt out. The amount of stuff I did, man. Oh, I was just running around just all day. So, but it feels good to get stuff done. Brave says, same, that was me yesterday. What did you do yesterday, Brave? What have you done yesterday? How has your day been? How have things been going for you, my good man? Are they going well, mayhaps? Or are they stinking? We're still at a gas vent overpressure, damn it. Actually, I guess... if the out vent weren't clogged, we might be okay. Maybe I'll just move it up. Not a big fan of moving it up, but... I mean, pipe is pipe. It doesn't really matter. I'll just get rid of that. Brave says, I just had a handful of tasks that have been neglected. Well, had. Nice. I've got maybe like 3 handfuls of tasks, and I've done like 1. Unfortunately, all my other tasks are gonna have to wait, because right now it's just gonna take too long to get my tasks done. Or, whoa, what did I do? Right now I have so many just like... Some tasks are miscellaneous, some tasks, admittedly, I'm hoping that they resolve themselves. And some tasks are just so complicated that I don't really know what to do about it, so I'm just kind of like waiting. So, yikes. Big yikers. Major yikers. But it is what it is, alas. Why is this not working? Polluted oxygen. Is this not working? Should be fine. Skimming the carbon just fine. Interesting. Very interesting. Gas vent overpressure. Well, okay. Well, that didn't really work how I had hoped it would, but you know. So, I have a question for you, Mr. Brave. So deodorizer says uses sand to filter polluted oxygen from the air, reducing disease spread. Right? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to remove the germs from the air. But the germs are separate from polluted oxygen, right? So I think that's not quite correct. I think I'm doing something wrong. So ideally, because polluted oxygen can contain slime lung and germs, but that slime lung and germs doesn't necessarily create polluted oxygen. Because I have oxygen here and it has slime lung in it. Brave says, well, that is kind of not clearly explained indeed. It doesn't make a lot of sense, I think. But not really sure what to do about that yet. So, I don't know. I don't really know what to do about all that. What I do know is that it seems that, well, right now I'm kind of sucking everything out of there, out of that room. This could be more efficient. I could probably just suck only the carbon out of there. There's some hydrogen in here too. Well, it's not on the ground, so I guess it doesn't matter. This could be more efficient though. Brave says, give me a minute to write this? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Brave. I think I'm gonna make this more smartly. I'm gonna redo that real quick. The way I have it doesn't really make a lot of sense, so I'll just redo it. Man, this carbon dioxide skimmer's working overtime. Actually, never mind, cancel that. I don't cancel that. Because ideally I'd want polluted oxygen and carbon dioxide to go in there. So that would need some work. So yeah. Okay, that the way it is fine then. That's fine. Welcome into Mr. Alistor. Alistor says, welcome, hello, hi, it's Techie Taku back at ya with a new oxygen not included video. What's up, guys? Be sure to smash that like button. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Oh, you know what? So, I've been watching a lot of Visual Venture lately. In my off time. You know what I don't like? Sorry. You know what I don't like? He does this thing where he's like, his intro is always like, I'm Visual Venture and you are awesome. And I hate it! I hate it! Because I'm like, my initial reaction is like, you don't know me. You don't know me. What do you mean I'm awesome? You don't know me. But Brave says, germ thrives in polluted oxygen and water. Deodorizer clears polluted oxygen to clear oxygen. The germs don't go away. They're dying slowly in oxygen. If you want to kill germs quickly, you can spread some radiation stuff around. Thank you, Brave. Okay, okay. That is really interesting. That is not what I expected. But thank you. That does make a bit of sense, but that is not what I expected. Well, Alistor says, hit that smash button and like that subscribe bell and turn on that notification button. Oh. I know that, like, those things are called call to action, and they're kind of like the cornerstone a cornerstone of internet content, but man, It's so annoying. I mean, I get it, but... Man. I get why people do it, but I'm still just like... That ain't me. You like it or you don't. I don't want to say anything about it. It's like, like it, don't. I don't care. Let's see. Is it too much? Oh yeah, it has kind of a high potential load. Maybe I should cancel that. Cancel the power wires. I don't really know how I'm gonna power it yet. The potential load is kind of high. Actually, no, this is done already, so that's actually fine. The potential load is high because that thing is still there, but in reality, I don't need this anymore, so we can deconstruct this whole thing. We'll be just fine. But Alistor says, they're so cringe. Also, you know you have almost discovered on your own a self-powered oxygen generator, aka SPOM. Oh. This? I mean, it's pretty close. I don't know about self-powered, but I hope it works. I sure do hope so. Alas, there's a little bit more I want to work on. We're very close to getting this part done, and then I guess we'll do a power thing, and I'll put a switch on it just in case. And then we'll pipe it in. Once all the hydrogen gets too much, I'm just gonna clean it off the thing. You could adjust a few things and you'd have the design almost already set up. Excellent. However, I shall see if I can achieve it without actually seeing it. Let's see if I can achieve it. If I'm that close, I could probably do the math and think it through. Maybe. Produces 800 watts, damn. And for sure, I'm not telling you how to do it. Thank you, Alistor. Thank you, Mr. Store. Wait, so is today the second day of community college, Alistor? Or was it just like only orientation? Is it yesterday? I'm losing track of days. I think it was yesterday. I'm losing track, man. But Alistor says, "No, I don't start till 24th of August. Yesterday was just orientation." Okay. Have you made any new pals just yet? Made any new pals in your orientation there? Mayhaps. Maybe. Who's to say? Okay, good. This is still going out, so that's fine. Excellent. I was worried the pressure would kind of build up, but this one is just constantly pumping out, so it doesn't matter. Hello, Alistor, says Mr. Brave. Mr. Brave says hello to Alistor. Alistor says, I kind of made friends with a kid 12 years younger than me and his mom, but we probably won't have any classes together. I see. Interesting. Well, that's just how it goes, eh? Sometimes you make friends, and sometimes it just don't work out. In the world of community college. I hope it works out. Hope you make lots of friends. Lots of interesting people to meet out there somewhere. Dang, 10 kg of air. That's crazy. Alistor says they broke all the groups up into who our navigator is, like a high school counselor. So she is the wielding, machining, and fabrication. So she is over the welding, machining, and fabrication department, which is kind of awesome. Only one kid was in my degree program. Okay. Nice, nice. So everybody else was like in their 20s and 30s? I do have to say that community college was on point compared to university. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, 18. Everyone's 18. Okay. I see. I see. Interesting, interesting. Interesting, interesting. I think I've told this story like a few times before, but I just think like, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but I feel like as I get older, like everyone under 21, like I was in the vicinity of my college this one time when I had to use the bathroom. I had to take a piss, and the college I went to was right there. Like, after I finished college, I was in the area. So I was like, oh, I'll just head in and just take a piss and walk out. I went in, and on my way to the bathroom, I was like, who let these high schoolers in here? And then it occurred to me, like, oh, wait a second. They're not high schoolers. I'm just getting old. These are not high schoolers. These are the college students. I'm just getting old. Awesome. But Alistor says, community college, I'm going to, like, had orientation for new students, and it was kind of cool. They didn't offer me that at uni. And what's the difference between community college and general college? There's nothing to apologize for. It's one of those things that, like, you know the difference in your head, but it's kind of hard to, like, verbalize what the difference is. It's more so, like, I think offerings is the most, like, the thing that stands out to me immediately is, like, what the colleges have to offer. Generally speaking, I feel like community college tends to cost less and offer less courses, which isn't to say of a less quality, but they tend to, like, offer less courses. University tends to be more of like general college / university tends to be more like the stereotypical college experience. I don't know how to put it. But community colleges normally only offer undergrad or associate degrees. Unis offer 4-year and up degrees normally, I believe. Community colleges also tend to offer a broader range of options too and cost less. Yeah. I think... I don't know. Do they? Hold on. Difference between community college and university. The main difference is that community colleges primarily offer 2-year associate degrees and vocational certificates at a lower cost, while universities offer 4-year bachelor's degrees as well as advanced graduate or doctoral programs. I think that's more what I was thinking. Like graduate, doctoral, like in terms of class. But community college focuses on 2 years associate degrees, technical diplomas, and certificate programs designed for quick entry into the workforce. Many students also use these as a stepping stone to complete general education requirements before transferring to a 4-year institution. Whereas universities offer comprehensive undergraduate programs resulting in a bachelor's degree, be it Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, alongside higher education tracks like master's and doctoral degrees with a heavier focus on academic research. Interesting. On an unrelated note, I was out for my run yesterday. Felt like a bug or something on my arm. I went to like swat it away, and I don't know if it like that bug had like fangs or something, or if it was just my fingernail. But I scratched the hell out of my arm. It was like a well, it's not like a really deep slice, but it's like it broke skin. I have just this like hair length line just going down my arm, and it kind of hurts. Alastor says, the only 2 community colleges I've dealt with also have like random classes. Like you want to learn photography or blacksmithing, they offer them, and you can take 1 or 2 classes, and I feel like uni pushes you for degree programs. Yes. And vampire bats. Maybe it was a bat. I don't know. Oh, speaking of which, I want to talk about Batman, but I don't want to derail the college conversation. I want to finish that first, and then we can talk about Batman. But, dude, I can't say too much about the college I went to because, at least not on stream. It's very clear where I went to. But, anyways, so what am I trying to say? There was a lot of like gen ed classes, as it were. The general education classes. They were so dumb, dude. I took so many, like... Okay, I can't really... I don't know if I can even explain it, because mine is very, like, situational, so I can't really say too much about it, but... I took some really stupid classes in my gen eds. Or at the very least, classes I just straight up didn't agree with. For various reasons, but I can't really get into detail about that without just, like, doxing where I went, where I went to college. So, maybe I should just drop that topic. But anyways, Brave says, so, like, kind of a class between high school and uni? Kinda. It can be, like, something of a stepping stone. Welcome in, Mr. Appy. Thank you for the resub. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Appleson. Ah. Mr. Appleson. How are you, my good man? But we're talking about the difference between college, community college, and university. So, like Alastor was, Alastor was talking about community college. Brave was saying it's kind of like a class between high school and university. Not yes and no. You can go straight from high school to university. If you're planning to get a degree from a university, the most cost-effective way that, as I understand, the most cost-effective way to do it would be to knock out as many of those like educational requirements as you can in a community college, and then attend a university for the stuff that the community college does not offer. That way you can build up all of the requirements you need for your degree, and then you could get your degree at a cheaper price, because you wouldn't have to take, you know, if university is generally more expensive, then if you take all the classes at university, that costs more than if you were to do some classes at community college instead. So, not necessarily. It can be a stepping stone, but it's not really one that you need to take if you don't want to take it. But Brave says, is it time for the $72 game again? So, I guess the more I talk about the Lego Batman game, the more I kind of realize it's not so much that I want to play a Lego game. That's not really like my goal. My goal is not to play a Lego game. I don't. Honestly, Legos is kind of like whatever for me. Like it's not. I'm not particularly interested in Legos. What does interest me is being able to play another Arkham game again, another Batman Arkham game, which I haven't really been able to do for a number of years because they haven't made another like proper Arkham game aside from like VR titles, which I don't particularly care for. So for that reason, I've been kind of starved of Arkham games. So the reason I wanted to get Lego Batman was to basically play another Arkham game. So last night I actually booted up Batman Arkham Origins for the first time in like 9 years. It was like 30 minutes before I fell asleep, so I didn't get very far, but kind of exciting. Kind of exciting. I kind of like, well, I feel like Arkham Origins is the one I remember the least. All the other ones I remember like kind of okay. Anyways. But Alistor says, oh, welcome into Wiffle Waffle. How are you, Wiffle Waffle? Welcome in. We're talking about Batman and community college and university. Two separate topics. But Alistor says, yes and no. It's more like get the paper so you can start working or figure out what you want to do for a 4-year degree. Yes, that too, that too. But once again, thank you, Appy, for the resub. Thank you, thank you. 31 months, that is a... I gotta do some quick math. What's 24 minus? No. That is a 2-year and 7th month stream, baby. Nice. Very nice. And then about, well, 2-year and 7-month stream, baby, by affiliation, by subscription. And then additional months on top of that. For how long you've been supporting. So about 3 years, in reality. But thank you again, Apple. Thank you, thank you. Alistor says, BA degrees are so stupid with the Gen Ed programs you have to take. We had a big convo with Patriot about it in Appy Stream last night. Yeah, I think... Mine... The reason I say that mine is dumb is... My situation is very, very specific, and I can't really say much more about it without, like... saying too much. But generally speaking, I think that that education is extremely important. The older I get, the more I realize how important it is for education and access to education. I didn't get too into the weeds with what Patriot was saying, but I remember Patriot saying something along the lines of like education being a scam, or college being a scam. To an extent, that is true, but there is a value in getting that education. So, wins and losses. But Brave says, okay. It's okay, man. I got the general image. And Appy says, you can F around in community college, try out different majors. That's true. It's a little more lenient and not as painfully costly to try to figure out what you want to do in community college. But Alistor says, when I was going to school for cybersecurity, I could have taken an interpretive dance class or a language course. Honestly, I think that it depends on what the Gen Ed is. I think because I've taken some classes in college to fulfill my Gen Eds, and they were some of the dumbest classes I've ever taken. Like, it was one of those things where, like, you know how they say that, like, you know, in grade school, the objective isn't so much to, like, learn geometry. It's to learn how to learn, right? And in that way, I think that's a good way to look at grade school. When you get to college, though, I feel like it's useless. Or at least not as important. Because I've taken some really stupid classes, man. Like I can tell you one. I don't even remember what the class was called, but like, I think at one point I was considering like, I don't remember what the major was called, but it was like something along the lines of like interior design was kind of interesting for like 0.2 seconds. It stopped being interesting after I took the class, but I think I had to fulfill like some kind of gen ed requirement involving like that could be fulfilled by like a really basic like interior design class. I didn't like it. I don't know, man. I was like, maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I was in there and I'm just like, when am I going to use any of this information? Even if I was to become an interior designer. All I remember was her talking about like, my professor talking about like colors or something and how like, oh man, doesn't this color make you feel a certain way? And it's like, after I took that class, I was like, yeah, this interior design's not for me. But anyways. Abby says, should have, easy. Whiffle Waffle says, the amount you're paying is a scam, however, it is helpful. I agree. To me, it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, education's not gonna, like, pay itself, you know? But at the same time, I don't think they gotta charge that much. Oh, damn. 2 bots in a row. That's crazy. But yeah. It's not like education's gonna pay for itself. Someone's gotta foot the bill, but it doesn't have to cost that much money. Damn. Ridiculous. Anyways. But Brave says, of course you took the dance, right? Easy. Alistar busting out some moves is the vibe. Easy. Or could have taken ASL but had to drop out that semester. Ooh, ASL would have been... Now, like, ASL is something you could actually use. Maybe not, like, really commonly. I mean, I guess it depends, like, who you are or what your life looks like, I guess. Who you are... what the people you know would kind of determine how much you actually use ASL. And you could use dance, I guess, but I guess my thought is that, I don't know, like, my thought is that you could learn dance from places that aren't as expensive as not community college, or university. I guess, and community college, I guess, but to me, I think it's, I don't know. To me, I don't really think that's like a school thing, or something that necessarily needs to be a school thing, I guess. That's just my thought about it. Let's see. Dance definitely usable. You need to rizz up some ladies. Yeah. I can't really dance. But BRB gonna see, I'm reporting. Are you reporting the bots? Please report the bots. They're so annoying. The bots are super annoying, dude. They just don't stop. Yes, thank you, Wiffle Waffle. I feel like it's one of those things that, like, it'll just never go away. But thank you for trying. I really appreciate it. The bots are so annoying. I feel like they keep like ramping up, man. Just more and more and more. It's like the, what do they call that one snake? The what do you call that? You cut off one head and two appear. I don't remember. Anyways. The real question is, how am I going to make sulfur? Let's find out. Or do I just find sulfur? I think I just gotta find it. Damn. Well, we could look at it, add it in the database. So we can get sulfur from some places. So sour gas. Gunk can turn into sulfur. Liquid sulfur is, well, that's obviously sulfur. Galena, I don't know what that is. And then these are the things you can use sulfur for. Oh, produced by metal refinery. Oh no, that's galena though. What the hell is galena? Galena is a raw metal ore primarily composed of lead with sulfur impurities. Interesting. Okay. But Wiffle Waffle says, one less bot equals one less unwanted link on this site. Thank you, Wiffle Waffle. So true. So very, very true. But Appy says, I've turned on the settings so non-follower cannot chat in my channel. Glad I followed you before jumping in. And if you're going to shamelessly add on my stream, at least give me a follow. Yeah, I just kind of deal with the bots because, I don't know. I like to kind of allow people to, you know, get a taste of what you're getting into before you drop the follow. But it's a bit of a double-edged sword in that way. Because you may miss out on meeting some awesome people if they're not ready to follow immediately. But the downside is that sometimes people just show up just to break the rules. And I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, man. But it's fine. It's whatever. An opportunity to slam the banhammer. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Nowadays, that hammer, I am more inclined to slam. Sometimes you just gotta slam it. Also, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. I guess no, this should be fine. I really should empty it back out again. Oh man, there's so much sweeping to do. I feel like whoever's meant to sweep is not. So wait. Fill storage buildings. So, I guess sweeping should fall... No, tidying is the priority. So Harold has been tasked with that, but I don't know what... I don't really know what Harold's doing. Harold and Marie are tasked with supplying and storing. But I feel like not much is getting done in that regard. Or maybe there's just too much stuff to maintain. I don't know. But Appy says, no fun banning the bots. Always fun to ban some a-holes. And bigotry. I agree. And Brave says, by the way, I made a mistake yesterday. Apparently phosphorite evaporates when sitting next to an active copper volcano. Okay. Copper volcano. I don't remember you mentioning phosphorite near the copper volcano? I don't remember that. It jammed up my steam for steam turbine. Oh! In your world. I thought it was something you said. Okay. I see. Which also reminds me I should look into that. Oh man. Oh, that's right. I need the gasket, huh? So I have solar panels, but kind of dark out there. Yeah, and yours, okay. Actually, I do have a question for you guys. Will this work? You see how it's dark out here? Would this actually work, though? The solar panel? Yes. Is there, like, a day-night cycle outside? Shoot. I mean, if that were the case, then... Yeah? Okay. I guess that'll be the next big goal we work on, then. Because right now, we waste so much time right here. This wastes an incredible amount of time. So, I guess that's what we'll work on next. So then I guess my next thought is the Atmo suits? Or the exosuit. So if you make an exosuit, you can use the exosuit in space, right? Or is that more of like the equivalent of a hazmat suit? Not really sure how that works. So exosuit. Where is that? And Atmo suits and jet suits can be used outside. Okay. I think I'll... Atmo suit checkpoint. Atmo suit dock. And the exosuit forge requires... Oh, we need to make the forge. Oh, we didn't finish the research. I thought we finished that already. Whoops. That's why. Interesting. But Brave says never used one before, but I would guess when it's night it will stop. And Atmo suits and jet suits can be used outside. You can use it for both general hazardous environment and space. Jet suit? What is a jet suit? Jet? Oh, there it is. Jet suit pattern. Okay. You use jet suit. That is pretty exciting. Exciting stuff. Alistor doesn't use it. Okay. Well, while we wait for that research, I guess what I'll do is I'll try to level this. It's gonna be rough, but I'm gonna try to level it. But before we even get there, we should focus on finding a way to, well, do a manual airlock, I guess. How would we do that? So, I guess in an ideal world, we need to think about the gas. This is gonna confuse the hell out of me for 2 seconds. Hold on. So in an ideal world, there's a mechanized airlock right here, right? And the airlock we'd have a station here, I guess, to make the switch, but if we were to, if we were to, I don't know. So ideally the gas is what comes in here, right? And then shoot. Okay, wait. I think... You know, never mind. I think I'm gonna go to the left. Let's try the left instead. And the reason I say that is because by the time... my thought is that I want to put a steady supply of oxygen in this room. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, does it matter? I don't know if it matters. Because the air's already kind of cold in here, and as you can see, ideally, right, the oxygen comes up here to get cold, and then I move the cold one down, right? The cold air comes down here, right? Ideally. Oh! Kiwi General. Hello. How are you? Welcome in. I don't know. Brave says, you know, space's vacuum is not as daunting or scary as I thought. A dupe can walk in space just fine. They just need to hold their breath and gas gradually disappears, while in a vacuum, not as quick / violent as a movie, though. Thought. No, yeah, I guess that was my concern. Is that I wasn't sure, because I know, like, I heard in the vacuum of space that you have to, like, if you had no suit on, you'd pretty much have to, like, what? Expel all the air in your body and then kind of, like, clench super hard so that your eyes don't, like, pop out of your head or something like that. I guess it's not how it is in this game. It would be pretty jarring to have that level of violence in this game, but, I don't know. And let's just turn this on. It's gonna take forever. I'm trying to get all this hydrogen out of there, but it's gonna take a while. Damn it. I'm just trying to think about how it is that I want to set up the room. We have some time to think about it, but if it's gonna be the same, right? If this is ultimately going to be the same, shoot. I might need to fix this room then. Because there's some polluted oxygen that comes out of here. Damn it. Actually, I could just clean the oxygen, I guess. I don't know, man. But like the Arnold scene, where his eyes are popping up. In what, Terminator? I haven't seen Terminator in a long time. But I think... Total Recall. Wasn't Total Recall with, what's his face? Tom Cruise? Not that one? Hold on. The first one? Total Recall. Wait, 1990 Total Recall. Oh yeah. Wait. No, never mind. What? I said Total Recall Tom Cruise, and that says AI overview says Tom Cruise did not star in Total Recall. Instead, he starred in Minority Report, which shares a direct connection because early development on that film was originally optioned as a sequel to Arnold's 1990 Total Recall. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. There's more than one Total Recall. Kinda. It's like a half sequel, maybe. I don't know. I do like when movies are in the same universe, though. I think that's interesting, always. Oh, good. The shine bugs are really going right now. Yeah, the body temp is too high still. No. Whatever. Insulated gas pipe. It's not really doing a whole lot for me. You know, I feel like the insulation is not... It's not that cold. I thought it was like minus 40 before, but now it's not that cold. Ah well, doesn't really matter. What was I doing? What was I doing? So... Actually, there's a lot of carbon out there. This is the vacuum of space, but for the most part, should be okay. So, actually, you know what? If we don't need to do the Atmos suit, if we don't need it, then technically, I could, potentially, start risking people's lives. Therefore, let's wall this place off, right? Hope for the best. And I am just going to tunnel my way into the surface. And we'll hope for the best. Easy, that's what I like to hear. Productivity at all costs. Get up there. It's time. I care not for your lives. I get asked if I want a new duplicate every 5 seconds, so... If they die, really. We should be okay. But first, let's focus on making this first before I tunnel through the ceiling. Actually, I can tunnel through the ceiling right now because it's already covered by dirt, so it doesn't even matter. It's all good. For the Emperor? Not in this case, but yes, close enough. Close enough. I like your attitude. Let's do one of these, I guess. What a weird design, but... Whatever. I'll fix it later. I know it's weird, but I'll fix it later. It doesn't matter. So Wiffle Waffle says, oh, Twitch did determine that those bots did constitute a violation, so apparently action has been taken. Already? Nice. Thank you, Wiffle Waffle. Very nice. That was really quick. Nice. Thank you, thank you. I will be glad that one more bot has been taken out of circulation. They're so annoying. Those bots are so damn annoying. You've done us a great service. You've done Twitch a great service. Thank you for your service. Go. Get rid of this too. And then I guess we could... Shoot. Power overlay, deconstruct these wires for now. I might need to put those wires back later, but for now they're fine. Let's take them out. And then we will craft ourselves a... I don't know. What was I doing? We'll craft ourselves a... gas pump. I don't know why that took me so long, but gas pump. Connect it in, and then we'll do the exact same thing. We'll just... We're really just here to suck all the hydrogen out of the air. For the profit. For the profits. For the Emperor's profits. I really would like to get as much done as we can, though. With the Atmo suits, but this is gonna take a while. That Atmo suit's gonna take a while. I don't even know who's responsible for... Oh! Why does this need dirt? Novice research requires dirt? We don't really have a whole lot of dirt. Well, we have a little bit, I guess. But yeah, the dirt thing is probably the reason they're taking so long. You know what? Yeah, just get out there. There's dirt out there somewhere. Just go grab it. Or, maybe I should... I don't know how much of this I want to take out. You know what? I'm just going to dig the bottom first, and then we'll go from there. Yes, sir. Well, actually, let's go section by section. I feel like I'm gonna lose track of people if I do that. Pipe block. Oh, okay. It's working though. It's working. Good, good. Gladly take some copper. Okay, you know, not too bad. Not too bad, eh? Things are still moving. People are a little stressed, or one guy stressed in particular. Mr. Kai is the most stressed out of everyone. Kai got popped eardrums at some point, which I'm not really sure how that happened, but that's fine. Welcome into Error. How are you, Error? It is good to see ya. How are you, Mr. Error? Is life treating you well? Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everyone doing? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How are you? How are you? The only time... Well, today has been... Today, I cooked myself at work. Normally, work cooks me. I kind of cooked myself today. Well, I mean, I guess work kind of cooked me indirectly, but... I was, I got a lot of to-do tasks done. I've had this huge amount of, like, to-do stuff to take care of. And I finally got a ton of it done today. But man, it cooked me, man. Absolutely cooked me today. But, you know, it's all good. Just living the dream. Arrow says, I have a massive headache, but I suppose it could be worse. Oh, no. I hope you feel better soon, Arrow. I hope you feel better soon. Brave says, I'm good. I'm about to grab some food. Excellent, excellent. What are you going to grab to eat, Brave? What are you going to eat? I'll have... Oh. Why is there so many all of a sudden? Actually, do these emit heat? I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, they have a... Oh, never mind. They have a comfortable body temperature, but they're not necessarily... Never mind. Here. What is this? What are these little, like, yellow tags on them? What is that? Are they just happy or something? Oh, tamed. Thank you, thank you. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, there it is, tame. So what does tame do then? What's the... Oh. Happiness -1. Okay, I see. Interesting. Well, that's fine. I really need to fix the body temperature thing in there, though. How hot is it? You know, it's not really that hot. Right here? Oh, wait. Temperature. Oh, no, I guess, like, right here it's not that hot, but the further you go to the right, the hotter it gets. So, honestly, I think I'll... How many Wheeze warts do I have? I don't have any to spare, so I'm going to take this one. I'll uproot this, and then I'll put it in here. Anyways. I'll have you know, Mr. Brave, that right before I fell asleep last night, I decided... Well, I've been talking about... ever since you mentioned Batman, and ever since Lego Batman went on sale, I've been thinking about Batman. And I tried Arkham Origins again for the, like, what, 20 minutes? For the first time in, like, 9 years. The last time I played was in, like, 2017. And even then, I don't think it was that serious. So. Yeah, anyways. The point being, kind of excited to get back into it. Hope to get back into it. I really want more Arkham content, man. I really need more Arkham content. I need it. I don't know if I need it $70 bad, but I need it. I need it bad. I need more Batman, damn it. And I don't know how the hydrogen's getting past this airlock, but I feel like it's growing in there. Oh, they finished their research. Whoops. I didn't even notice. So the exosuit forge. We don't really have room for... Yeah, we don't have room for a building that big. So I guess this can be like the extended lab. This is my lab. And this is my laboratory. 2 science buildings, no industrial. Okay, I think if I close this off, we should be fine, right? This is my lab. And this is my laboratory. Exosuit forge. Put that here. And then I think it's conducive wire. Use copper. Is this copper? It is. Okay, so conducive wire, copper. There we go. Error says, I saw a lot of Batman games on Steam that were on sale. Which would you prefer? Non-Lego. I'm thinking about getting a game or two. I'm thinking about it. My personal recommendation is honestly to just get the trilogy. So I actually bought the trilogy recently. I've had Arkham Origins and Arkham Asylum. but there's like a $9 bundle that gives you Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, plus the Arkham Knight Season Pass for like $9. That is a steal, man. That is like... Each game released for like $60. That's like... You're basically getting like a $180 value. And if you add in the Season Pass, it's probably another $20. You're getting like a $200 value for like $10. For like $9. But let me look at it real quick. I gotta find it. Batman Arkham. Yeah, the Batman Arkham Collection. So it says $60, but each one of those things, like, I mean, it's 2020 now, but like back in the day, I'm pretty sure they were all 60, 60, 60. Plus Season Pass would be like 20, 30 bucks. So yeah, you're getting like a huge deal getting that. If you want to just try it out, I would say get Arkham Asylum for $3. That would definitely be the one to play first. But the downside is that if you... Like, I already own the Arkham Asylum. And if you buy the Arkham Collection, it doesn't subtract Arkham Asylum from the collection. So, if you already own Arkham Asylum, if you buy the Arkham Collection and it includes Arkham Asylum, you still have to pay $9. The price doesn't go down because you already own Asylum. If you're looking at it and you think you're gonna like it, I would say just go all in and get the $9 worth. But if you're kind of unsure, I would say Arkham Asylum's fine, $3. But it really is a phenomenal game. Even to this day, I'd say, personally, I think it holds up. Maybe not like... It is still very much like a Xbox 360 era game, but I would definitely say that it is one of the top games of all time for good reason, in my opinion. So, and I think in my opinion, it's also a must play for like a fan of the Batman animated series, because it does draw a lot of inspiration from and a reference from the animated series. So I would highly recommend it personally. Oh, it needs a reed fiber. That's interesting. Let's make 3. And Error says, have you tried the Telltale series? Aren't those decision-making games? Or is that only the Walking Dead Telltale series? There's a Batman one, and I did play it a long time ago. I was actually I was watching somebody play it on YouTube recently, and it's kind of interesting. I still think the Arkham games are better, but I have played Season 1 of the Telltale series. I think I might have played the second season, but I'm not entirely sure. I definitely played 1 on like my iPad a long time ago, but between Telltale and let me stop doing that. It's already storing as many as it can. Between Telltale and the Arkham series, personally, I like the Arkham series better, but that's just me. It's just my opinion on it. That's just my opinion. Damn, they're getting wrecked out there without that ammo suit. Stores ammo suits and then refuels them with oxygen. Empty suits of polluted water. Empties polluted water. Oh shoot, it's not even tall enough. Whoops. I made a mistake. I didn't realize that it wasn't tall enough. Damn. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of weird, but we'll make it work. I'll fix this. I'll fix this. We might be able to make this now. So, I have a question for Alistor and Brave. This, the solar panel, it says that it needs to be exposed to space. Does it have to be in the vacuum of space, or can it be, like, here? It needs to be in the vacuum, right? No? If it's just right here, it's fine? It's all good? But you want full light on it. Okay, thank you. I see. Alright. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Error says, okay, but is it the decision-making kind of game? Not quite. Arkham Asylum is more of like a... I don't know how you would describe it. Arkham Asylum is kind of similar to, like, Resident Evil's the first thing that comes to mind. That it's not really that, though. Like, you kinda... You're, like, in a space that you... The main thing is, like, you get missions to do, and then you kind of, like, obtain gadgets to unlock more of the map, if that makes sense. It's more of like an exploration kind of thing. You just explore around to gain gadgets to explore more of the map, and then you just keep exploring and exploring and exploring. If you look at the light overlay, you'll see how far the sun goes. There's a light overlay? Oh. Ah, damn it. Well, actually, I guess if you... Okay, yeah, I guess if you were to clear this out, then it might be okay. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Store. Error says, I do like me some Resident Evil kind of games. It's like Resident Evil in the exploration. It's not like Resident Evil in the combat. The combat's very different. But in terms of what you can, like, do, you're kind of, like, in the asylum. You have objectives to do that lead you to more, like, story missions, and then it'll be like, we need to go here and take care of this villain, so your overall objective is to get into this building to take out this villain. And then, like, you beat the villain or progress the story a little bit, you gain a new gadget. The new gadget lets you enter an area that you weren't able to get into before. You get into the area, and then it's like, oh, this villain's doing this thing, we need to find a way in there and take this guy out, and then you do your best to, like, get in there and whatnot. But Error says, I see, thank you, Taco, for your insight. I now know what I must do. Bowser. You must get it, Error. I highly, highly recommend it. The only thing that's not part of that bundle is Arkham Origins. Arkham Origins was made by another studio. It serves as a prequel to Arkham Asylum, but my recommendation is not to play it. It's made by another studio, or what you could... The release order is Asylum, City, Origins, and then Night. But Origins is a prequel. It's made by another studio. It's not really like a must-play. If you didn't play it at all, you wouldn't even be able to tell. The downside is that the voice actors for Batman and Joker are different in Origins. It's not Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. It's I can't remember what his name is for Batman, and then Troy Baker does Joker. They do a good job, but if you're looking for that animated series nostalgia, you're not really going to get it with them because they're different from Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. So, if you want Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, then just get the Arkham collection. Arkham Origins is like, it's not bad, but when you compare it to the rest of the games, like the other games are peak. Origins is just good, you know? It's good. It's not peak. Asylum, City, and Night are peak. So they're really, really, really good games. And anybody that has played them before will tell you and agree. Also, I'm running out of sulfur alarmingly fast, and I think I need to start digging stuff up. This is a little too much. I'm running out of sulfur. We can uproot these too. It's actually too hot in there. You know, what I should have done... What I should have done is put the grub fruit in there, because grub fruit can grow in here, but it can't grow out here, so... Would have made more sense to put the grub fruit in there. Let's go do that, actually. But yeah, you know how to sell me on Batman, Taku? Ah, yes. I try. I try. I'm not as big of a Batman fan as I used to be back in, like, college. But, I don't know. It has, like, a certain nostalgia for me that I like a lot, so... I'd still, like, highly, highly recommend it. Highly, highly. Let's grab this zinc. Alright, let's take a look. 10 unclaimed blueprints. Let's see what we got. Mush green refrigerator. Honestly, this hue is particularly chilling. Nice. And Batman is just dang awesome. So true! Batman is really just awesome. I love it. I love it. Really, magma gloves. Frilly charcoal socks. High-vis point. So how do you get blueprints? Is it just like an overtime thing? Payphone. When the future calls, duplicates answer. That's cute. Garnet rayon skirt. Rocket Atmo gloves. Alistair says you get 5 per week, and I think it's every hour or so you play. Okay, okay. Soft fluffy wall. Oh, I like this one. Nice. Every hour you play. Rebel Gi jacket. The contrasting trim hides stains from messy post-sparring snacks. That's cute. Cool. Okay, okay. Keep a lookout. No workable order. Who's working the building? That's fine. For now that I move this down a little bit, let's think about this. Let's do a little bit of thinking, eh? Just a little bit of thinking. So, ideally, our refinement. What was I doing? We need an Atmosuit dock, right? So it needs to be like, you need to put oxygen into it, but you also need polluted water to come out of it, which is kind of weird, but whatever, I guess. So does that mean water needs to go into it? Or is it just like... It's probably just piss, huh? Everything leads back. All roads lead to poop talk. Okay, well. I'll figure that out in a moment. We'll wait for this Atmosuit dock to finish first. And then... the furniture... Atmosuit checkpoint needs to go this way. Okay. No checkpoint, not configured. It needs power wire and a gas thing. So the other problem... I'm gonna need to get rid of that for like 2 seconds. Why is there so much polluted oxygen in there? Fix that real quick. We'll deconstruct this for 2 seconds. And then I will replace it with another gas filter. It's kind of whack, but... Oh, the polluted oxygen probably comes from outside. That's the problem. Okay. So ideally... something like that. That's so weird. Whatever. It's all good. Deconstruct that, and then the gas pump that way. The wire goes like that. The vent will move up here. The pipe will go like this. Like this. This is terrible, but it's fine. And then the oxygen will need to go into that, right? So we'll take a little bit of the oxygen out, and then we'll just... just a second. We will insulate it so that it's not... I don't know if it's gonna matter a whole lot, but... I'm gonna make sure it's not like ultra cold when it gets in there. I don't know if that'll matter, but just in case. And then this is... the potential load is a little bit much. So this is going to need... Oh wait, that... shoot, sorry. Easier way to look at it. It needs 120, right? So we have enough room for that on there. So we'll just hook it up to what already exists. And this should be on always, so we'll just... and then I think... plumbing wise, or not? Never mind. I guess it doesn't need any plumbing. Cool. Gas, oxygen. There we go. Good, good. And hopefully we can make all this before I run out of calories, because it's kind of rough down there. Certainly kind of rough down there. We have like 1 million shine bugs now. That's interesting. It is quite interesting. They've got uproot errands that they're not following. Crazy. Okay. So this is getting done. Things are slowly working. Things are slowly working. Someone deliver a suit. Then I won't have to worry about it for a while. Okay, I need to just destroy this already. I don't really see a reason to keep the ice thing here, so... It's just hurting people to even walk in there, so we'll just get rid of it. Not worth the trouble. Not worth the trouble. Everybody's so busy doing stuff. Well, now they're in their downtime. Everybody's so busy. Okay. Ah, man. Do I want to pay $72 for Batman? Same thing with Dead Rising, man. Sometimes I'm just like ready to compulsively buy stuff that I really don't... Excuse me. Ready to compulsively buy stuff that I really don't need. Do I need to play it? No. I've got other stuff to play. Do I want to play it? Yes. Era says, when does the sale for a $72 price end? It ends on the 10th of next month. I think. Let me double check that real quick. That ends on... Yeah, the 10th of next month. So, I mean, I have time. It's not like it's ending right this second, so... I have time to think. Think about it. But if I'm being realistic with myself, am I really going to play it that often? I don't know. I'd like to think so. That's also what I thought about Lego Star Wars, and then well, actually, I played Lego Star Wars for like 20 hours, I feel like. Still not as much as I probably should have. I didn't even finish all the episodes. But Era says, okay, so you have some time to weigh the pros and cons on whether or not you'd regret buying it. Regret not buying it. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just get kind of compulsive. Usually things don't interest me, like, to such a big extent that I feel like I need to buy it that second. But very few things can do that for me. The next big purchase I'm gonna make, or planning to make, is Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker. That'll be $50. That'll be on the 27th maybe of next month. It's like actually a little less than a month away. I'm so excited for that, man. I haven't played that game since 2012 or 2013, I feel like, is when I last played it. So it's been well over a decade since I played it last. And you know, I love the game so much, I'll like look... I'm still like familiar enough with it. I will watch... As Metal Gear has been coming back into the public eye, more and more people have been watching Metal Gear, or playing Metal Gear for the first time. So I've been watching people do that. But playing it myself, I have not done so in a really long time. So I'm really excited to get back into it. 4 is so good, man. 4 is like the perfect ending to Metal Gear. It's absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. It is the greatest... It is the greatest, most fan-servicey finale to anything ever. It is top tier. 10 out of 10. The only downside is that there's not a lot of game in that game. It's closer to a movie. Metal Gear Solid 4, at one point, I don't know if it's still true, I imagine it's still true, but at one point, Metal Gear Solid 4 held like the world record for the longest sequence of cutscenes at like an hour and a half or something like that. So that game is like, it's like watching a movie. That thing is long, man. That thing is long. That game. Worth it though, in my opinion. In my opinion, worth it. Also, I need one more deodorizer down here. Appy does the ocelot. Alisdor says, I remember my brother playing that game. What'd your brother think of it? I think it's awesome. I love it, dude. I love that game. That game is so good. An all-time GOAT of a game. You were little, so you don't remember? Oh. Ah. 4 is so good, man. Actually, you would have been... Well, I mean, I guess it depends what game it is. 4 would have been out when you were an adult, I feel. But... Right, I gotta do the math on that. I don't know if that's true, actually. But, 5... Wait. I remember a big mech at the end and him crawling around in boxes. That's the best part. That's the most Metal Gear-y part of it all. But it really is such a top-tier game. Truly. It is so good. It is so good. Man, I feel like nothing's getting done. Day after day, my duplicants just, they hang out, they garden a little, they eat food, and then they just go to sleep. Where are the long-term goals? You know what, I'm just gonna watch them for a second. I want to see what they're doing. I think I'm messing up with the schedule. Alitor says, we had a PS1, 2 Xbox 360, Sega N64. I don't know what he played. It was probably on PS1. If it was kind of pixely, it's PS1. But 4 was like, I don't know if it was a launch title for the PS3, but it was one of the games heavily advertised by PS3, I think. The appeal of the game was that it's kind of the end of like Solid Snake's story, but the hard part, the reason why it hasn't really seen the light of day since like 2008 when it launched is specifically because the game was tailored to the PS3. So a lot of the code was built on the assumption that it would be on the PS3, which makes it really hard to do, like, I think like emulation, you have to jump through some hoops to get that to work. You kind of could, but it's kind of weird. It did this thing where it had to like it because of the amount of stuff it had to load at once. It was kind of beyond the PS3's capability to like read it from a disc because it couldn't read it fast enough or something. So it had to like, and there's like 5 acts or 5 chapters in the game. Every time you want to load into a new chapter, you have to wait like 5-10 minutes for like the PS3 would have to take the data from the PS3 disc and like write it into your hard drive because it's easier to access the data from the hard drive. So it would have to like overwrite like a segment of your hard drive with MGS4, the chapter you're trying to play, in order to load it fast enough for you to play it. It was whack. Anyways, but all of this is not gonna happen anymore. Thankfully, we're just gonna have pure MGS. MGS4. And I am going to prioritize these because I need them to stop making grapefruit. Stop making all this grapefruit. Oh, there's a lot of meat. Make some barbecue. Oh yeah. Make barbecue, baby. And shine bug eggs. Actually, I shouldn't make that forever. Just do the... What? Did you get rid of it? Oops. What? Do we have any? I don't think we do. I could have sworn it said we had 2, but I don't know where that went. Interesting. Anyways. But yeah, I gotta pay $50 the next month. Keyboard, gotta. I have to. It is my duty as a Metal Gear fan to do so. Oh shoot, damn it. I just gas vent overpressured the place. No, no. Made a mistake. No. What if I just... No? Well, I made a mistake. Interesting. I guess I will have to knock out part of the wall then? I don't think anything's in the wall. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock part of the wall out. Damn. That's annoying. Oh, man. Okay, so they fixed it down here. We're still running out of dirt, but... I mean, or not phosphorite. Sulfur isn't exactly going to replenish itself very quickly. Shine bug eggs, let's go! Alright, we got 3. What? Oh, there we go. Make 3. Three, enter. There we go. Okay. Yes, scrambled egg. Yes, yes. Quickly, before it hatches. I don't know if there's an egg in there, but... take what we can get. Alistor says my vape is dead. Alistor, you vape? I don't remember hearing this lore. Alistor vapes? Ah, shoot. I shouldn't have knocked that part out. I should have knocked out something else. Damn it. I should have knocked out a wall up here. Because that's where all the pressure is. Power, plumbing, ventilation. Okay, so this wall's safe to knock out. Oh, welcome back to Suma. How are you? Hello, I'm back. Hi back, I'm Taku. Got him. How are you, Suma? Welcome back. Alistor says, yeah, all the time. Vape Brother is now smoking his recommended brand. What do you think of it? Is your recommended brand better than his recommended brand, mayhaps? Or are they about the same, mayhaps? You got the... Oh. What is that? Is that the brand of a vape? Nice. Wait, is there a pressure thing that I can see? I don't think so. Actually, hold on. Okay, good. This is considered a lab now. Excellent. It sucks that it only has fruity flavors. What would be the ideal flavor then? Much cheaper than previous brands, so you don't mind. I see. Excellent. Okay, I think the pressure is going down now. Shoot. The pressure's still a little higher than I'd like, but it'll fix itself, I think. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, let's close it out. That should be good. Boop. Okay. Wiffle Waffle says, insert granny scolding here. You didn't see anything. Nothing dubious is happening here. Nothing at all. Surely nothing dubious. Oh, charging suit. Okay. I'm waiting for this thing to finish charging. I don't know when it would finish charging, but... yeah. This looks good to me. And then we're still working on this here. That's good. Oh, that's right. I didn't check down here for a long time. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, insufficient oxygen generation. I didn't... Oh, you know what? Actually, no, this is fine. I made a little mistake, but this is fine. We weren't... No oxygen was getting down from here for a long time. This was our, like, main oxygen generator, so this is fine. But Alistor says, heck yeah, I need to get a replacement, but the shop is closed. Gas station, $6 more. Like the sour, it's less fruity. Or blue raz, your favorite. They have a white gummy bear flavor. Frozen banana tastes like banana. My wife also enjoys. Nice. Frozen peach, it's horrible. Happy's like, frozen peach is terrible, but it's cheaper, he says. Eris says, hi, Suma. Eris says, hello to Suma. Welcome back to... How have you been, Suma? I made the hi back on Taku joke, and then I forgot to ask how you were. Are you doing well, Suma? And Appy says, it's not bad, just prefer non-flavor or tobacco flavor, but it's so much cheaper. Spend $20, smoke for 2 weeks. Nice. Not a bad conversion, I say, not having done a drug before, aside from over-the-counter Tylenol. Not bad, I say. Not bad at all, dare I say. Oh, dang, chilly surroundings. Poor Marie. You should try them. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm a no drugs or alcohol kind of guy, personally. I mean, to each their own, you know, you do what you want, but I'm very much a no drugs or alcohol man myself. I have never even had a single sip of alcohol in my entire life. Unless you count, like, kombucha, but I don't think that really counts for anything. Anyways. You only kid? Right. But Suma says, better, just got a week off rest from a crunching a task. Nice. Very nice. I hope the task went well. What kind of thing were you working on? Was it like a work task? Like a school task? Anything in particular? Alistor says, I spend $20 every 3 to 4 days. Dang! That is quite a bit. Not that I have any frame of reference, but that does seem like a bit. But Suma says, work task kind of well. Nice. I'm glad, Mr. Suma. Glad it went well. And Era says, same Taku, no vaping for me either, or etc. And, well, honestly, a large part of the reason why I don't smoke is, I have a lot of reasons not to, but the big one is that I get really, growing up where I do, if the volcano is active and there's any kind of like particles floating around the air, it affects my lungs and then it makes it hard for me to breathe. So there's been times growing up where my like asthma acts up and then I just like I can't really breathe. So my fear is doing any kind of damage to my lungs, because if it's hard for me to breathe, then, you know, I basically have like a uncurable damage to my lungs that would, you know, be kind of my childhood fear, but irreversible. So there's that. The other thing being that I don't really want to spend money on it. There's that. That's another huge reason. And then the other huge reason is that my grandpa used to smoke. And he quit. He quit smoking. Very large milestone. And I'm pretty sure that I would be a disappointment from beyond the grave if I took up smoking after my grandpa had made it such a point to quit. So, to also not be a disappointment to my grandpa from beyond the grave, I don't plan to smoke. But a big patch, nice. A big, like, software patch, you mean, Suma? Nice. Alistor says, my wife buys the same amount every 2 to 3 weeks. Nice. Free Smoke Easy. Volcano Vape. That makes sense, Taku. Thank you, Eric. Appy says, time to get one of those military gas masks. It's like, it's not so bad. As an adult, it still affects me a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. When I was growing up, it was bad, man. Like, there was one time I felt like I, like, almost had to go to the hospital. I'm very hospital averse. Even as a kid, I'm very hospital averse, so... I almost had to go to the hospital. Like, I could not breathe very well. But Era says, haha, I will say I have more spending money than my smoking and drinking friends. Yeah, I mean, think of all the games you could buy, you know? And the reason I don't drink is because, like, well, it's a mix of a lot of things. Like, the big one being that in college, I was around a lot of people that would drink all the time. In some ways, I was kind of around, like, the party crowd. I wouldn't participate in the party crowd, but I'm alongside the party crowd. And seeing everybody, like, sloshed and puking everywhere, it doesn't make the experience look like it's any fun. And then I've also kind of seen what alcohol does to people, and I don't like it, so... I mean, if you drink, there's nothing wrong with that. But it looks like it sucks, and I've seen enough excessive drinking to know that it's not fun to look at, you know. And then the other thing is that I'm very compulsive sometimes, not always, but I can be very compulsive, like when I want to buy the Lego Batman game for $72, even though I know that I'm gonna regret spending that much money. I can be kind of compulsive, and I feel like if I became an alcoholic, or sorry, if I drank alcohol, I feel like becoming an alcoholic is not like definitive, but with my personality type, it's much more likely to happen, which I don't want to risk, so I just don't even start. But Alistor says, my dad was never more pissed when both his sons smoked. He quit smoking for my brother, who had a bad secondhand smoke cough. Yeah, I don't know. I think I can understand where your dad's coming from, though. But yeah, I wouldn't want to disappoint my grandpa, even though he's already passed, you know. But Suma says, yeah, a game patch. I'm a game dev, if you remember. Ah, yes. Can you reveal anything of the game you're working on? That is exciting, though, Suma. I'm glad it went well. But what is it? What's the process like for making a game patch anyway? Is it tough to apply it? Must be a live service thing then, huh? Or like an online thing. Error says, I knew you were gonna say more game money, lol. To each their own, so true. I think Appy, we just got called uncool in a roundabout way. No, it's what you guys do is you know, your own thing. I'm not saying it's cool or uncool. Not for me, but it's not, you know, I'm not trying to diss it either. Appy says, we're the cool kids around here. We don't drink a lot, we do enjoy a few glasses of wine and then off to bed. And dude, my stepdaughter is a drink counter? What is a drink counter? Both cool in your own ways too, so true. But Alistor says to Suma, that's awesome. Can you say if it's any games we might know or play? Ooh, that's another good question. Any games we may know and play? Oh, she will sit there and count how many drinks you have. Okay. Yeah, I have not even started to drink. So I have no frame of reference as to like how much alcohol is like. I have no frame of reference to like how much alcohol is like a lot of alcohol. There's no idea. No idea at all. Is this working? Got all this carbon in there. Wait. It's so weird. It's filled with carbon, but it's like... It's almost like it's not even working. Suma says, same as software, but add a fun test to it, and 10 million tweaking, also a lot of race condition tests. I see. I think. I've been out of the development game for a while now. I use the word game very loosely, but I've been out of it for a while. I get you though. No power. Oh, I got it. Okay. Maybe this will help. Get some oxygen out of this. Actually, you know what? Let me just knock this wall down. Yeah, we can just knock this wall down. We don't even need that wall anymore. And then we can get the oxygen kind of going up. So, should be good. Oh wow, it skimmed a lot of the carbon out of there. Wow. Nice, nice, man. Crazy. Look at all this stuff, man. Now the only thing left to fix is my oxygen. Or sorry, my power problem. The power problem is the biggest problem. Also, I don't know if we use this anymore. So now that that's done, it's gonna be hard to. It's gonna be really weird to get this done, but I will kinda copy something I saw like really briefly, but I saw something like this just to get stuff done. Because this is technically a means by which they could navigate if they really wanted to. So we'll do this and just hope that... I think this is correct. In this way, I think it should be accessible, and then we'll just tell them to take out everything there. I think that should work. It's really weird, but I think that should work. But a game called Slap 'em Up, if anyone's interested. Slap 'em Up game. Oh, nice. Slap 'em Up on Steam. Hold on. Instead of Google, I'm gonna look at it on Steam. Slap 'em Up's free. Get in on the casual party card game where every hand is a chance to roast your friends. Slap them down with the higher cards, blast them with mocking stickers, or drop emotes they won't forget. Dress to impress and make your way to the crown. Who's the real king now? I see, I see. Very interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. Slap them up. Okay. Let me catch up on a few chats here. Era says, I think being a game dev is pretty neat. I knew someone in college who was a game tester. I don't remember his exact title. Game testing is pretty cool too. It's pretty cool. Suma says, software engineer job is not that neat at the moment based on AI perception now. Good money, but that's about it. I get you. I get you. They're coming to take our jobs. The AI is on its way, damn it. And Alistor says, Taku, I know a game you should buy. What's the game, Alistor? What beeth the game I should buy? What beeth it? Could it be Cyberpunk? It's a game called Slap 'em Up. Okay. Well, it's free, technically. I wouldn't have to buy it. It's literally free. But I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it. But thank you for sharing, Suma. Thank you, thank you. Where'd the music go? It's so quiet all of a sudden. Wait. Oh, damn. Look at that. They're happy. That's the important thing. Kind of wild down there, but interesting. Wait. Light wounds. What are you injured by? I don't get it. Zombie spores. Zombie spores are a parasitic brain fungus released by spore kids. Duplicants who touch or inhale the spores risk becoming infected. What? When did you inhale a spore kid? Whatever. Weird. I don't know what to say about that. Alistor says, I'm gonna look into it, Suma. And Suma says, TBH, only people that have no idea how software engineering works to think current AI can replace devs fully hands-off, or they only do a task that only have one right way. Yeah, I think in the future, I think it is very possible for AI to become smart enough to replace devs. As of right now, it's not really the case. But I do think, as long as AI funding continues, I do think we could potentially get there. Where's my germ overlay? So we have some Bristle Blossom seeds. One of them has an unknown mutation. Good grief, man. Food poisoning. Polluted oxygen with all the slime lung. A morb. What the hell is a morb? Morbs are attracted to unhygienic conditions and frequently excrete bursts of polluted oxygen. Let's kill it. I don't know what else it could be, though. Yeah. I mean, there's stuff covered in germs, but not like zombie germs. At least not as far as I can see. Weird. Alistor says we're gonna have AI in space making rods from God, which, by the way, is my favorite theoretical weapon. What is rods from God? What is that? That's the first I'm hearing of that one. First I'm hearing of that. Shoot. Let's plant more bristle blossoms, actually. What else can we grow? I'm gonna run out of calories eventually. Could it be sleet wheat? Oh, that's right. I wanted to make sleet wheat, but we don't have, we don't meet the temperature requirement. I think, like, up here, maybe we would. Oh, yeah, I guess up here would be perfect. Yeah. Let's plant some sleet wheat up here. Oh, it needs dirt. Dirt and water. Water's kind of rough. No, actually, I could just... Never mind. This is fine. Okay, let's deconstruct these. We're gonna make a sleet wheat farm. A sleet wheat farm. Go. And then... I don't know how high it needs to be. I don't know how tall the wheat's gonna get. Oh, it only goes one high, so that's... Oh, well, I guess we need to... Never mind. Even if it is one high, it takes two blocks high in order to walk through it, so we would need to have at least 2 blocks high anyways. So, it's all good. And for power... Try something like this. We'll do that. With the hope that the light will get in there eventually. We're getting there. It's still rough, but we're getting there. Alistor says, satellite, the something tungsten rods from orbit, they impact on a small point, delivering multiple megatons of devastation. Stronger than any nuke ever dropped. Oh, drops tungsten rods. Okay, okay. That is pretty interesting. You know, actually, I was having a conversation with my coworker today. I was on Instagram, right? And you know, like the Winter Soldier in all the Avengers movies, or in the Marvel movies in general, I don't understand like how the Winter Soldier is a thing. You know, because to me he's not that like strong. He's just he's a dude with a metal arm, right? So my thought is like yeah, getting hit with a metal arm would hurt, but surely the impact isn't that great, right? Because like, yeah, you're getting hit with a metal arm, but the guy with the metal arm is like, what, 180 pounds? 200 pounds? I don't really think like a superhero would be really affected much by like being hit by a metal arm. I don't think it would matter that much, but... Oh, he got a weak version of Super Soldier Serum. Okay, I don't remember that part. That makes more sense to me now. But, yeah, at first glance, I was like, why would it hurt? For, like, why would it hurt to be hit by that? For any normal person. I don't know. But Russia tried to remake it. It wasn't strong as Caps, but still pretty good. I see. Okay. Makes a little more sense. But yeah, I don't remember the plot of that movie too well. I don't really remember the plot all that well. So. Oops. Whoops. This one's too high, actually. I'll cancel these. I'll cancel this. But the Winter Soldier, Red Skull, Captain America, and Hulk all have different versions of Super Soldier. I didn't know that Hulk was considered Super Soldier. I don't remember if that's actually in the movie, but it is lore free. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. But going back to what my coworker was saying, he was saying something about how like that whole formula E equals MC squared or something, and that kind of... Oh good, light is coming down here. Excellent. He was saying something about like E equals MC squared and how the light, or not light, something about if a needle were to hit Earth at light speed, it would like shatter the planet or something like that. I'm not really sure if that's true or not, but he was saying like similar concept for Winter Soldier. So he says. Don't know if it's true, but so he says. Oops. Misclick. Banner was trying to recreate it, and his made Hulk. So the other thing I don't get is that, you know, I hear that Hulk is like a separate entity from Bruce Banner, right? So in that way, how is he a separate entity? I don't understand how that works. That part doesn't really make sense to me. To me, they should be the same, right? They're like the same person. It's not like he was implanted with somebody else's personality, right? Or something. I don't know how it works. But yeah. But why are they different though? Why are they two different people inhabiting the same body if they're both technically Bruce Banner? I could understand if like some kind of spirit inhabited his body or something, and then that's the reason why they're different. But in the movies, and I can't really speak much for the comics, but as I understand in the movies, they kind of make it seem like two different people are trying to inhabit the same body, and they kind of fight over who is like superior and has control. And that Hulk is like some kind of separate entity that like lives within Bruce Banner or something. Lives within, but technically is not Bruce Banner. Oh, I guess I don't need these. Alright, and then we'll just give mass dig orders for this whole thing. There we go. Alright, and we'll just hope for the best about that. Alistor says, I'm not sure how they explain it, but I think it's like split personality. I know the original Hulk movie, it was Dr. Banner's son who was injected with the stuff over a long period of time, so it could be trauma split. But Hulk is a rage monster in the movies. That's why Banner ends up with Smart Hulk, where it's Banner and Hulk body, although much weaker, he is Banner's brain. What? Hold on. Let me see. I'll see if AI Overview can give me an explanation. From comics. Why is Banner separate from the Hulk? Or, sorry. Why are Banner and Hulk two different people? I guess that's a better way to put it. Okay. They are two different personalities sharing the same body because of a severe case of dissociative identity disorder triggered by the gamma bomb explosion. So Bruce Banner was caught in a gamma bomb blast. The radiation did not just mutate his body, it exposed his lifelong, deep-seated psychological trauma. In standard Marvel comic continuity, Bruce suffered severe physical abuse from his father, Brian Banner, who hated him. Bruce learned to suppress his immense fear and anger to survive, fracturing his mind long before the accident. The gamma radiation acts as a biological catalyst that physically alters Bruce's brain and body when his emotional state triggers a switch between these distinct mental states. Okay. So yeah, you were right, Alistor. You're right. I could have sworn in the movie it was different, but I guess in the movies are different continuity altogether, huh? The movies are kind of different continuity altogether. So, I see. Thank you, Mr. Store. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna heavy watt wire this. Interesting. But MCU is kind of loosey-goosey with some of the lore. Okay. I really didn't like how they kind of retconned the Hulk movie, though. We're talking MCU now, yeah. Welcome back, Brave. What did you get to eat? What What'd you get to eat? Alistor says, most of it is fairly to the point. Mark Ruffalo didn't want to remake a fourth Hulk movie. Honestly, I honestly don't really care for Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. But I think it's because I watched the Hulk movie with the other guy prior. And technically, I think the other guy was like retconned as though like that was Mark Ruffalo the whole time. But I don't know. To me, I don't really care much for Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. The science, I don't know, like he's more of like, I could see like the scientist bit, but I don't know, like I feel like all the rest of the cast has like a chemistry, and I feel like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk kind of like lacks a certain chemistry to him. I'm not really sure how to put it, but Mark Ruffalo is like okay. I would prefer to re-roll the dice on another Hulk, but it's not the end of the world, you know. So, anyways. But Era says, I agree with you guys. They really fudged up Hulk's story in the films, which is why I rely on the comics for lore. I see. I see. I don't know. I really like this one story. I only saw it... hold on. Body temp. Why is it so hot all of a sudden? It should be cold. Why is it hot? What? I'm gonna wall this off. Maybe that's the problem. That doesn't make sense. I'll wall it off like that, I guess, and I'll just... No, that's dumb too. Wait, actually, no, it's not that dumb. Because then I could just insulate a door, and so... Okay, never mind. I watched this YouTube short that kind of explained a little bit about this one Hulk story. I heard something like it's like a dystopian future where the Hulk is the only like being left alive on Earth, and like for whatever reason, I think it might have been like nuclear warfare or something, but like all of humanity, like most of life has been wiped out. All humans have been wiped out because of nuclear warfare, I think. And the Hulk is like immune to that, so it doesn't really affect the Bruce Banner. Oh, Appy's gonna hit the hay already, Appy. GG, good stream. Good night, Mr. Appy. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful night. Shoot, wait, hold on. Food is decayed. An electrolyzer is the heat generator. Yeah, I'm trying to... Actually, maybe if I... Instead of manual airlock, maybe if I used an insulated tile, that might be a little better. Yeah, let's just place that. Well, hold on. Does insulated tile... It doesn't really block gas flow, though. I don't really think it matters. I mean, if we make oxygen fall into other areas, I mean, the whole thing is oxygen anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Deconstruct this. Access insulated tile when closed. Okay. We'll just deconstruct those. I'll replace them with insulated. But Captain Marvel would have won instead. Oh wait, no, sorry. To finish my thought. So I was feeling that, or what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying, damn it. Now I'm getting worried about my base. Sorry. Oh no, we have a lot of dirt now. When did we get a bunch of dirt? Go plant a bunch of... Plant them back. Put them back. Interesting. Actually, we might have got a bunch of dirt when I started clearing this out. Maybe that's what it was. Anyways. So, as I was saying. I was watching the story on YouTube about this dystopia where the world gets into like this giant nuclear conflict, and as a result, the Earth is pretty much uninhabitable by like radiation and whatnot. So all the humans are dead. The only thing that's left are basically like bugs, and Bruce Banner because he's immune to the radiation. So basically what happens is that the Hulk is kind of forced to live in this world without people, because anytime he thinks of offing himself, the Hulk will take over and stop him from doing it, and he can't die of natural causes because he's immune to most of the problems, and if he were about to die, the Hulk would take over. And what would happen is that the bugs that are on the surface will like attack the Hulk for food like every day. So they will swarm the Hulk, eat all the flesh off his bones, pretty much. Those eat the hell out of the Hulk, but the Hulk can regenerate, so he'll just like regenerate himself, turn back to Bruce Banner, and then old man Bruce Banner's just like walking along. He's about to get eaten, the Hulk comes out, tanks the hit, regenerates, turns back to Bruce Banner, just over and over and over again, in a world that is devoid of people. It was a really interesting comic. Really interesting. Kind of messed up, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But, yeah, it's pretty sad. Pretty sad, man. Back. Anyways, let me catch up on a few chats here. Brave says, I got fried catfish. Spicy. Nice. Era says, Eric Bana is my favorite Bruce/Hulk in the films, in my opinion. Was that first guy? Wait. Hulk? Eric Oh yeah, I see him here. Eric Bana. Actually, when was this? Hulk Eric Bana. Oh, this was 2003. Nice. Interesting. Alistor says, I like Mark's Hulk, but it's a different Hulk. Like, MCU doesn't explain that the more mad Hulk is, the stronger he is. Yeah, and I heard that they kind of nerfed him, too. Like, he was meant to be a lot stronger, but alas. They just kind of decided he wasn't going to be that strong. I feel like... isn't that common knowledge? Well... And I feel like in Phase 1 and 2, he's super standoffish till he learns more about how to control it, like he does in Phase 3 and beyond, which they really just got around by introducing Smart Hulk. But yeah, not once it's come up in the movies. Like, I'm sure a Super Mad Hulk would have won the fight against Thanos. So true. I don't, like... I wasn't a big fan of that whole, like, getting beat up by Thanos thing. Because... I don't know. I feel like if I was gonna rage out with reckless abandon, like the Hulk, I don't think I would really care whether or not I got beat up. You know what I mean? So in that way, I'm like, I don't know if that's all that believable, but... Anyways, well, who am I to judge, I guess? Who am I to judge? And let's see. And Captain Marvel would have won instead. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes Captain Marvel particularly. I mean, I haven't seen Captain Marvel, so I'm not really going to comment too much on whether or not I like her, because I haven't really seen the movie, but I don't know. The general consensus I hear is that no one really cares much for Captain Marvel. But honestly, they kept building up people up, then nerfing them. Yep. Hulk is such a missed opportunity. Like, I think in the first Avengers movie, I thought he was kind of tough, and then after that, he was just kind of an afterthought. Like, if the Hulk wasn't there, I probably wouldn't notice. And then on top of that, he was pretty much absent for, like, almost every fight anyways. Or a lot of the fights he did participate in were pretty not important, so... In that way, I'm like, it's whatever. I didn't really care for him. He was okay, I guess. I don't know. We're gaining another heat issue again. More and more heat. Hulk is like, he is there kind of guy. Exactly. He's just there. He's... Like, I don't hate him. I don't really care for him either. He's just kind of there. You know? He's just there. Also, I've been noticing that nobody really cooks. You know? Nobody cooks. Nothing happens. Also, Sleet Wheat. Oh, it needs an egg. That's what. Let me check my priorities. I think somebody's not cooking. Let's make Hassan the cook. Hassan's our new cook. Anyways. Alistor says, true, because the fight in Wakanda, Hulk wouldn't come out. Yeah, there's that too. I feel like the whole arc thing they did in, like, Infinity War / Endgame, where they were like, oh, Hulk doesn't want to come out, so let's put Bruce Banner in, like, the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit. I think that's kind of stupid. Like, if you want to save... The only thing I can think of is not showing Hulk means that you can save on the CGI budget, but I feel like the CGI would be more expensive to make the Hulkbuster rather than just putting the Hulk in. And in that way, I feel like you might as well just use Hulk. You know? If the whole arc of like, oh, I'm too afraid to come out wasn't there, I mean, I wouldn't even have noticed. I noticed that it is there in like a not good way, but if it wasn't there, I mean, it really has no real bearing on the plot, you know, so... The only reason to have the Hulk be not super strong is because to make Thanos look stronger, but the Hulk kind of stopped being strong after phase 1 anyways, so it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. But Brave says, although I don't really mind, he doesn't really have any motivation, mostly because he is mad. This is also true. This is also true. Yeah, now that I think about it, there isn't really a reason that Hulk would want to fight these things, you know? Like, everybody else is kind of like a hero, right? But Hulk is like a scientist that gets mad. And I don't really see how Mad Hulk is incentivized to fight the bad guy more than anybody else. But Alastor says at that point it wasn't about budget, though. It was all to set up, hey, I know that guy from Warclad. Although Hulk in All Out War wouldn't be great, because, like, does he know who our friends are? That's what I'm saying. So, I guess my thought is that, you know, if the Hulk changes into... I should have... Actually, hold on. Now that I think about it, what if I just moved it over? If I just made this area the new... I should have just moved it over, because it's kind of colder over here. Well... I don't know what to do about that. Hulk cares about Bruce, though, and is aware of Bruce, so if Bruce is like, yo, these guys are bad, then Hulk knows those guys bad. How do they communicate? Do they just, like, talk to each other, like, in their mind? Or... Now, I guess if they're, like, two sides of the same personality, or if they're two personalities for the same guy, then I guess in that way, maybe it doesn't really matter. Also, in my mind, Banner, Hulk kind of damaged because they snapped once. I'm not sure what you mean, but I just realized something interesting. Wouldn't it be cool if Thanos' snap took away the Hulk? Or... No, what if Thanos' like half the population snap took away Bruce Banner and left only the Hulk? That would be interesting. It wouldn't really make a lot of sense, but that would be interesting. I would really like that. That'd be fun. But Alastor says, nope, I don't think they ever actually communicate except when Bruce is trying to swap over and Hulk yells, no! No, no! I just want to sit in my room. Don't make me come out. Alastor says, have you heard of Planet Hulk? What is Planet Hulk? I haven't heard of that before. What could that be? And that would have been an interesting plot twist with Hulk, Taku. Thank you, Error. Thank you, thank you. I try. What can I say? They should hire me as a writer. But yeah, if it was only Bruce Banner... If it was only Bruce Banner, that would have been interesting. Or if it was only Hulk, that would have been interesting. And then they could have kind of like a little fight within themselves to be like, you know, Hulk, we need your help to restore Bruce Banner, and Hulk would be like, absolutely not. I'm finally free. You know? That would be really cool. Or vice versa, you know? Bruce Banner is like, yeah, I'm not helping you guys. We might have lost half the population, but I don't have to be Hulk anymore. That would have been pretty cool too. So, anyways. But it's a planet full of Hulks. Full of Hulks? Exactly, Error. Full of Hulks. What do you mean? The name didn't imply that. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. What do you mean? Shoot. trying to fix our stupid... Damn it. I'm out of sulfur. I'm trying to fix our temperature problem, but it's whack, man. The temperature problem is whack. Even in here, it's so whack, man. It's gonna kill us. Like, I know these generate heat, but damn. This building's disabled, so that shouldn't be generating anything, but damn it. Over here would be good, but right down here it's already hot. I don't know. That's rough. But crazy, I tell you, that planet must be really heavy. Exactly. A planet full of 1-ton hulks that get angrier and angrier every passing moment. Truly. Truly a scary situation. Also, I think I am just gonna redo this. We're going for it. We'll think about how gross it is later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wall. 6, 7. 6, 7. Actually, wait. So, if I were to do this instead, maybe this would be smarter. Because then I could have... Shoot, you know what? Let me just get rid of these then. Uproot all of this. Making the hydroponic farm is kind of rough. So I'll make it out of gold amalgam for now. And then these can be normal piles. And then I will make the farming station. Where is that? I think it's... There we go. I should have used the keyword station, but there it is. Oh. And... sorry, Alistor says... or Brave says, sounds like a comic idea. Alistor says, I'm hungry, it's 2 a.m., so I'm gonna go eat and head to bed, friends. Error, it was nice to see you. Brave, it was nice chatting. Taku, don't forget the cheesy outro I had for you. Or, had you for the intro. But the cringe. Anyways, but yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, Alistor. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Alright, see you later, Alistor. Suma says, oh, I'm still here. Just say goodnight to Brave. Night, Suma, nice meeting you. And Alistor, it's always nice to see you here too. I'm still here though, yeah. Brave is still here. What do you mean? Mr. Brave is still here. Hanging out. Actually, we should make that door last. It's gonna take forever to... It's gonna waste time to have them open the door every single time, so... This is a nice concept. But in practice, it's kind of rough. I don't know what I'm gonna do about these pipes. I guess I'll run it through here. And up. Okay, this is gonna be kind of weird, but I'll do it like this. Kind of strange, but alas, things are getting done. That's the important thing. Excellent. Excellent. Man. This is gonna take a while, huh? Dew seed. Okay. I don't really know what that does, but... A dew seed, you say? Let's take a look. So, a dew seed... create a... I don't see anything different here. What the hell is a dew seed? Dew dripper. Requires downward plant orientation. So it requires brine ice. Creates a dew drip. Interesting. I don't know where I get brine ice, but interesting. All right. Looking good. Still insufficient oxygen generation, which is... So, what is happening here? Because I feel like this isn't working. Well, now it's no power, but... I feel like that isn't doing anything. Does this work? Oh. Well, the power keeps fluctuating, which probably doesn't help, but... Yeah, it might be because the power keeps fluctuating. No, it's Alistor Gannett. My Twitch chat keeps getting disconnected. Oh no, Suma, no. It's okay. But yes, Alistor. Mr. Alistor went to sleep. He is now on his way to Sleepyland. Let me prioritize this. I want to make sure this gets done as soon as possible. Because if we have extra power, we should be a lot better off. Oh, these require pearls. I don't even know when I got these. But I'll use them. I will certainly use them. Okay. Alistor says, I'm back. Wife is making me stay up for our game, and I'm eating. But yeah, what game are you playing? Comedy Gold. Dude, we have a new restaurant in town. They have baked potato pizza. What? Well, what? Huh? What? Is like the dough made of baked potato? Or are you putting... Are you putting baked potato on the pizza? What are you talking about? Actually, send a picture to the Discord. I want to see. I want to see what you're talking about. Game of Thrones Winter is Coming. I think I've heard of that one. The game? That does sound very familiar to me. Does sound very familiar. Yes, indubitably. Dude, this is taking forever. Need to drain some carbon. There's a bunch of polluted oxygen here somehow. Weird. That's King's Road? King's Road sounds familiar too. Make that priority 5. There we go. It's pizza dough with mashed potatoes, cheese, bacon, green onions, and garlic butter on the crust. Oh, let's go. That does sound really good. That does sound really good. Sounds amazing. You had me at potato. You had me at potato. Error be like, I don't know what it is, but you've had me at potato. Since you've said potato, I am ready to consume it. It is now mine. It's so good. Eat it with some ranch and yum. Mmm. Do you guys like ranch? I love ranch. Love it. Dipping pizza in ranch is kind of chaotic, but I can understand. A little chaotic, but I get it. Oh, this would be a lot more efficient if I had a fire pole here. Actually, this is the most useless fire pole. I'm gonna get rid of it. This one's really useless. I think it's considered a building. We're gonna move it somewhere else. We really don't need it to be right there. And I'm just dropping copper. But this is the most useless one. There's like almost no reason for them to be on the side to begin with, aside from the storage. In which case they don't need to like drop to the floor, you know, so. Now that we have copper ore, it would be quicker to just whoop. Oh, switch to iron at some point. Never mind. That's about as far as it goes. But this would actually... Hold on. Let me cancel some of it. Right about here is the important bit, so... There we go. And now, hopefully, they can get down a lot faster. I knew we were meant to be best friends. Potatoes are the best. Carbs. Potato is best. And you lucky dog, Alistor. Ranch is the zest we need in our lives. Ranch on pizza is great. Yum. I would like to take a bite, please. Would anyone like to offer a little bit of food for Mr. Brave? Oh, poor guy. He's stuck. He's stuck, damn it! Get him out! I don't know how to... Oh. Alright, deconstruct the wall. Poor guy. Now you can get out. Damn. An error? Did we just become best friends? did we... Huh? Did we just become the best of friends? Absolute besties? Damn. No power anywhere, huh? Oh, man. Dude, this oxygen thing is... I mean, it's fine for now, but... We're on the brink, man. It's getting rougher and rougher in here. This needs to get fixed as soon as possible. Fix it, damn it. How do we hug avatars? Oh, yeah. Like Arrow just did. Yes. And there's also commands if you wanted to see the list again. Oh, hold on. Let me stir my drink, mute my mic first. Also, sorry, I think bomb is the only one that has a cost. I think I need to remove that. I think I was initially worried that the bomb thing would go overused. So, I think I put like 10 gold or something on the cost of it. But, it's fine. I think I need to remove the cost. But I think a long time ago I did put a cost on it. Just so you're warned. sleep tweet in there. There we go. We'll copy the settings here. There we go. My gold. Brave, no. I'd forgotten from before. Darn tootin'. Darn tootin'. I think it's like, it's a pretty small amount of gold though. You should be okay. I don't remember what the other commands are though. Could give you some gold back. Can I? Oh wait, no. The bomb command, I guess the bomb command automatically has a cost of 10 currency. Unless it's... Oh no, maybe this website is specific to me. I wonder. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to say about that. Ah, but Mr. Store has sent me a picture of his pizza. Delicious. You guys didn't see how I spelled it. Anyways. Oh! Brave just won 50 from the slots. Nice. As the saying goes, what was it? If you're not having a great day today, tomorrow could be better. It's a gamble, and once you realize that life is gambling, life will be fun because gambling is fun, or something like that. You know how it goes, you know what they say. You know what they say. It's all about the gambling. Truly. When did this break? Oh, wait, no. What? Where's this water coming from? It's like a random source of water over here. Okay. Don't really know what to say about that, but interesting. Okay. Weird. I'm gonna turn this off. There's like barely any pressure in there, so it's not really a reason for us to keep using all this electricity. And I guess we could take this out too, since there's water escaping underneath. Weird. Very strange. Very strange indeed. I don't know what's happening with this water, but... You know, actually, I bet someone put ice in here. Maybe that's what it is. Someone might have put... Yeah, someone might have put ice inside of my thing, and maybe it just melted. Maybe that's the problem. Whoops. Okay, so now that the floor is done, we can copy across. There we go. Excellent. Simply excellent. Damn. Not that hard to breathe in there. I mean, it's polluted oxygen, but it's not that bad. Growth halted by fertilization. Don't you only need water? Oh, it needs dirt. Damn. Whoops. More dirt, huh? The dirt problem appears again. House stores won 100 from the slots. Is the slots really working? I hope it works. Unless it only says when you lose. Hold on. Slots. 50. Does it let me do slots? Brave lost. Let's see if I win. Let's take a look. I lost. Damn it. Okay. I guess it only says if you win. Damn. That is pretty funny, I gotta say, though. That is pretty funny. Where was it? Spawn? How's about... There we go. I don't think Error won either. Or Suma. There you go. 3 points. There you go. As long as you jump, you can catch it. Peepo said. Not the sad. Let's see. Let's copy there. Good, good. Go. And then I'll copy this. Now that the floor is built and everything, we can finally just close it off. Let it be what it is. I'm still really surprised it's taken so long to build. This is like free power we're missing out on. This should be top priority. Just to make things happen, we'll set it as top. I really need things to start happening. Hopefully nothing goes too awry while I wait. Brave says, what bomb doesn't take stars? I thought I was being cheeky. What? Oh! Trying to use the bomb to, like, throw yourself into the stars? And Alistor says, I forgot you had all this stuff. Man, now I'm gonna just be playing games in Talker Chat. Yes. Yes, yes. There's lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Era says, I don't think I want anything in slots since it just doesn't tell me anything afterwards. Yeah, it... Let me set it back to priority 9 instead. So when you... Oh. Error is challenging Brave. Or sorry, Brave is challenging Error. Oh, also, okay, so one of them is Streamlabs. Streamlabs has a separate duel thing. Streamlabs has like a separate point system, but Stream Avatars has a point system as well. Both of them are activated when you say duel, so it's gonna be kind of weird. But oh, so on the Streamlabs thing, Error won. Oh. But on Stream Avatars, Error might also win. Oh, it is really close. A crit! Oh. What? Brave actually won. That's crazy. Actually insane. Nice. But yeah, as for the slots though, get scrubbed. As for the slots, you see the little slot machine that appears? If you don't get matching, you didn't win. And if there's no notification in chat, then you didn't win. But if you won, it'll say something. If you won, it'll definitely say something. Also, I'm really glad with the progress we're making tonight. There's some really, really good progress going on. Especially with these solar panels. And I'll be sure to take pearls every time I see it now. Oh, error wand from the slots. Nice. Error is winning. Nothing but winning. Is someone dedicated to farming? I don't think so. Yeah, no one's dedicated to it. Lyra does building, but... Actually, let's make building and farming our top priorities. Because building, there's not always something to build, so... Farming will be fine. But actually, no, I need Lyra to... Never mind, I need Lyra to focus on this. Never mind. Lyra, go back to building. Someone's scalding again. Priorities... Farming... Who's not doing anything important? Rowan's also building. Quinn does ranching and building. These are fine, I guess. I don't know. It's fine, it's whatever. Should be good. It's fine, it's fine. There we go. Oh, no seed available. What? Crazy. I really need this build so bad. I'm just waiting. At this point, I'm just waiting. What are bristle blossoms using? They just need water, huh? Bristle berry. Actually, maybe I should... Up here is not too hot. We can make more stuff up here, right? Bristleberry. So it just needs light and needs temperature. And water. So ultimately this is actually pretty good. Light and water, more or less, so. We'll just plant. We'll plant it here. Between 41 to 86, and right now this is actually the perfect temp. So, copy the settings and we'll apply it to all of these. There we go. Kind of wasted space up here, but... Well, actually, let's cancel these two. Or... Cancel like this. And then we'll remake the farm station. We'll put that in there. Just to make it considered a farm. And then, all we need is to just simply move one of these sun bugs from there to here. And it should be good. And there we go. More food for us, really. Oh wow, the polluted the polluted water has been taken care of already. There's nothing left in the reservoir, which is awesome. Because I've got a lot of polluted water I need to take care of. Excellent. Yes, excellent. Things are moving smoothly, yes. Indubitably. Crushed ice. Okay, well, I don't know what to say about that. You know what we should have done? We should have made the ice room. We should have made that up at the top. Where we can afford to let it get kind of hot. Demolish power wire. There we go. But how are the solar panels, by the way? Never built them yourself. So each one is set to generate, well, like 25, 21 watts. It's not really generating a whole lot right now. But, well, it's nighttime now. But I think at its peak, it's supposed to generate like 380 or something watts. The current problem is that it's not hooked up yet, so you can kind of see with the power overlay, it's meant to connect to the main system, but there's a few segments of it missing. But it's supposed to generate up to 380 watts. So it is good free energy. Good free energy. But it's not connected yet. I've set it as priority 9 with the hopes that my duplicates actually take care of it, but right now it seems like they're just not taking care of it. So, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. They're not doing it yet, but it's fine. It's whatever. Who's scalding? Why do we... Oh, I was gonna say, why do we keep going in there? We don't need to keep going in there. Anyways. Could use some dirt fertilization in there. Someone will get it eventually. Anyways. Sumba says, if you need a lot of lux power to do anything, it can't overheat if in contact with something that transfers heat. Yeah, it should be okay for now. That's my hope. Should be okay for now. Yeah, pretty cool out there. So, not too bad. I don't know how this regolith is so hot, but it should be okay. Brave says, I'll try to build some in my base. The problem is the classic mode is loads of meteor shower. Ah. I did not account for that. But we should be okay. Should be okay. Oh. This is my first time ever getting into space, so this is all kind of new to me. But each planet has different sunlight power, so it depends. Okay. I'm hoping it should be good. This is kind of a useless Atmo suit. I mean, it's polluted oxygen out here, but it's oxygen nonetheless, so they technically could breathe on the surface. Technically. Okay, and this is going well. It still needs a little bit of dirt, but it's going. I'll do... I guess. It does not give constant 300. No. Well, it gives something, though. Something's better than nothing. And it also doesn't help that... Hold on. The Lux... It's not in full blast yet. I'm waiting for them to take out this top part. Because right now it's not... It's not blasting this very well, so. But you could disable the Atmo suit station and more dupes would be allowed out there. Okay. Atmo suit. The checkpoint? Or... I'll just disable both. We shall disable both. You think light from Sunbug could be used for solar panel? You know, not a bad idea, actually. Growth halted by illumination. There's a sun bug right there. Actually, I could relocate a lot of sun bugs. I can afford to just move them, so it doesn't really matter. Move them on over. Get in there. Get in there, sun bugs. Shine bugs, whatever. Sorry, moving the camera a lot. Get in there. That any light works. Okay. Sunbugs, you're hired. Wait till Taku learns about Shine Bug Reactor. Oh. Starving, no! Don't starve. No! I'm gonna move them back. They've got a few cycles first. That's sad. Don't die in there. Damn. That's tough. It is tough. We do have some good food sources going though. Oh, I'm actually overtime. No, no, no! Damn it! Okay, we gotta start wrapping up. There's a lot of stuff to work on though. I'm glad. I was kind of losing stuff to work on. Like I didn't really know what I was gonna do going forward, but the power situation gives me something to work on. So glad for that. So we'll try to fix that during the next oxygen not included stream. Also, so just a reminder, but on Friday there's no stream. Just to remind everybody, there's no stream on Friday. Unfortunately, I got a few things I got to take care of on Friday, so I can't stream on Friday. But the plan is to do the normal stream on Saturday and Sunday, so I'll still be around. I just have something to take care of on Friday. So Saturday will likely be KCD2, and then Sunday could either be Dawn of War or Helldivers. I'm not really sure just yet. I'll kind of vibe it on the day, but I do want to play Helldivers with you guys, so if you guys are down for Helldivers, I might just do Helldivers. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. See how I'm feeling. But Error says, well, have fun, Taku, with your non-streaming activities. Thank you, Error. Thank you, thank you. I shall try. And Brave says he's going to use that for more leg days. Leg day? What do you mean? And Suma says, Helldivers 2, Sweet Liberty. Sweet Liberty. Helldivers 2, do I hear? Yes. I'm going to try it. I've been playing it like a little bit and then I kind of dropped it, but the Warhammer 40k collab is coming. I think they're going to announce more details about it tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. But I need to make sure I have enough super credits for the collab, so I have to grind a bunch. So the more grinding I can get done, the better. And the more reliable people I have to play with, the better. Reliable being consistent skill level. Because if you do like public matchmaking for Helldivers, you can get into anything. You can get into like matches where that's Helldivers is the only thing they play and they kick you because you haven't spent 5,000 hours in the game. Or you can get in with people that just turned on their PlayStation for the first time in like 5 decades. And they don't know how the game works. You could get either person. So, anyways, in that way, it's kind of tough to play in pubs. It's pretty tough. But Taku doesn't work legs, just forearms and calves. No, I kind of, well, I don't do like weightlifting leg day, but I do like running, at least. I don't know if I'm gonna run tomorrow though. I need to give my legs a rest every once in a while. Also, I think this is working now. Yeah, this is working now, so it's providing a little bit of power. So that's good. So hopefully we don't have to rely on this too much anymore. I mean, we still will have to an extent, but hopefully not the same extent. But Alistor, are you Or, wait, how many more legs can he have? Alistar, are you saying he has bulky calves and forearms? Interesting. Why, yes, I am quite swole. Yes, I am quite the beefcake, if you will. I'm just kidding. But Suma says, I rarely match with any bad players, but I mostly play on D10. D10? I think you don't get bad players because you're a good player. I can only play on, like, D5. I can play on, like, D7, but I need, like, a really high good team. D5 is the most, like, consistent. But Alistar was kidding. Right. Does running count? Running doesn't count as leg day? It kinda can. I guess when I think of, like, arms day or upper body day or leg day, I think of bulk rather than, like, slimming. And running is more of, like, a slimming thing, I feel. Personally. Oh, welcome in, KG. How are you? Welcome in, Miss KG. How are you? Alistar says, I just picture Taku as a beefcake, super swole man with small ears. It's pretty much the opposite, but... How are you, KG? Welcome in. Welcome in. I was just wrapping up, but... I'll spend a few more minutes since we're here. How are you, KG? Are things well in your life? Big ears. I kind of grew into them. I wouldn't exactly say my ears are like comically big by any means, but they were when I was young, at least. But KG says whoops. No worries. And pretty chill. Nice, nice. We're just chilling tonight. We were talking about a lot of stuff tonight. A lot of, like, really random stuff, but a lot of good conversations. We were talking about Marvel for a while. That was a good conversation. But right now, I'm just trying to fix the power thing in my base. My power is kind of messed up. All this power. It's all messed up. I'm gonna make this a priority. Just to get power in there. There we go. But Arrow says, those mental images are throwing me for a loop. Alistar says, hey, K22. Arrow says, how's your day been? Oh, yeah, KG, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? My good man. Also, I disabled the checkpoint. Oh, wait, no. It's not marked as disabled yet. It's supposed to be disabled, but currently it's enabled. That's the problem. And Alistar says, oh, with glasses and long hair, that's how I picture Taku. Well, I mean, I got a haircut kind of in the past few months, so it's a bit shorter now. I used to have really long hair, though. My hair was like at the, like, halfway down my ribcage at its longest. Now it's like halfway down my neck, pretty much. It's like how far down it goes. It's not that long anymore. How's a Rex egg? Just gonna reject that. Well, it wouldn't hurt. I'll just take it. Oh. Nice. Okay, anyways. Same kind of fun to imagine. Brave, right? Oh boy. Pretty relaxed, thanks. I might be doing pottery. I've never done it before. Nice. What are you planning to take a pottery class, KG? Arrow says, oh wow, that is really long, Taku, to your ribs. I had, like, an undercut a long time ago. And then, once the pandemic hit, I didn't really feel like keeping my hair long anymore, so... there was a long time where I just didn't get a haircut. I think the longest time I've gone without getting a haircut might have been, like, 2 years, maybe? Like, a year or two. I just let it get long, I just didn't care. The pandemic was just, like... No one's gonna see me outside anyways. I might as well just let it get long, ponytail it back, and forget about it, basically. So... But Alistor says, I only have hair on the top of my head, but it reaches to the bottom of my neck. But that's all getting cut off tomorrow. Ooh. New hairstyle, Alistor, eh? New hairstyle. Very cool. Anything in particular you'll be creating, says Error. Not sure yet, something easy. Maybe a cup. That'd be fun. Send me a picture of the cup. Don't tell me community college rules. Does community college have rules over the haircut, though? Is that a thing? Are they allowed to tell you what your haircut can be? Oh, dang, it's getting nasty down there. Turn that back on. Try to get some level of polluted oxygen out of there. Damn. I feel like this isn't working at all. Is it even going? Oh yeah, the power keeps fluctuating. Yeah. I think I'm just using more than I have. I could put some coal in there, I guess. We have coal now. I'll just enable that. But are you thinking of letting it get long again, or short is where the sweet spot is? Well, because I live somewhere hotter now, I think I'm going forward, I think I'm just going to have it on the shorter side. Back where I used to live, it was a lot colder, so I could get away with it. But now it's like, even my current length, I still feel like it's a little too long. So, I've got a haircut this weekend, so I'm going to chop it kind of short again, but I don't know. Long hair is kind of nice because you don't need to maintain it as much, but short hair is kind of nice just like for its practicality. So, I think I'll just keep it short. But KG says, yes, Taku may be a class, we shall see. Very nice, very nice. Cups are good, mugs are good too. So true. New school, new me. Is that still a thing? Pottery cup. I don't think they really care as long as you wear clothes. Now my shop classes will probably care. But yes, this is a CO2 scrubber room, yeah. It's what it's intended to do, but it always runs out of power, so... My power draw is currently a little too great. So, it's kind of the problem. I tried, though. I did try. Era says, right, you gotta make yourself look spiffy, so true. Gotta not look homeless. Trimmed up my beard the other week because my beard was scruffy and my hair is all long and has split ends. Dang. I don't think my hair's ever gotten so long as split ends. Nice. Wait, what am I not using? This can turn off. I don't need that. This can turn off too, I guess. What does this even lead to? Oh, this is the water pump. I need this. Hold on. That's the water pump. I need that. I do need running water. I do need running water. Okay, so that's going good. This is kind of pointless now, I feel. I'm gonna deconstruct this. This is kind of useless. Okay. Alistor says, I don't know, my wife says it's split ends. I think my hair is just different lengths. Different lengths? Oh, well, no, actually, yeah. I see what you're saying. Never mind. Acting like that's never happened to me before. I get you now. Now I get you. I understand now. Okay. Scalding for 0.2 seconds. Damn! All these shine bugs. Go. How was that? Did you hear that? Oh. This is goodbye for Mr. Taku. Sounds like a pipe? I don't know what the hell that was. no idea. It was loud, though. Damn. Dude, that would suck if that was a pipe. It was kind of like an all-around sound, though, so maybe it was like... My guess is maybe like a firework. I'm not sure. Could be anything. Could be a gunshot. Could be a pipe bursting. Maybe somebody dropped a pallet. I don't know. It was loud, though. Damn. Okay. Entombed again. Okay. Things are looking pretty good, though. Mood is glum. Can they... I guess they can't really... I was gonna put them outside, but... with the solar panel. What if... About to have a brain blast. Emits light of 0 lux, though. What's emitting light? Brightness of 1800 lux. Right now, the... Okay, never mind. This is in the 5 digits. This one's only like 1,000. So... Or, wait. What? Yeah, this is only like 4 digits, so never mind. I was gonna say, maybe I could make this giant room, fill it with a little bit of food for the shine bugs, and then I could just have the shine bugs just shine into the solar panel and just eat a little bit, and then I have infinite power. But that wouldn't really work. Or sorry, it would work, but it wouldn't work as effectively as I'd like it to be working. Because ultimately the sunlight is stronger than the shine bug, so it would be kind of pointless. Infinite power and radiation. Like, it's possible. But I don't know. Maybe that'll be like an experimental room for some other time. I'm super overtime now. Who keeps burning themselves? And where does this damn water keep coming from? Insane. It's like every time I come back down here to take a look at my base, it's just like... everything is just on fire, truly. There's something about this power that sucks. Something about this power is not powering. What can we get rid of that we don't need? It's a bit of a rhetorical question, but... Because right now it seems like... Oh, I guess we could get rid of this. This is kind of useless. Well, we can get rid of this building. Or we can just disable it, I guess. Tomato, tomato. Insulated... Oh, melting. It's really that hot? Crazy. Mad scientist Taku striking in. You know me. Truly the maddest of scientists. I've set it so that they have it enabled, but they haven't gone back to enable it yet. We'll deconstruct. Deconstruct all these. What is all the power drain? I know it's not this. This is an unfortunate necessity, but it needs to... The settings need to change for that, so... Not gonna worry about that. This building's disabled. What is drawing so much power then? Actually, it's probably this room. Everything in here I'm not even using, so it's actually kind of useless to be doing that. So let's... This is the most useless power draw of all time. So let's put a switch on it. We'll make that a top priority. And then after that's done, I'll just turn it off, and then we'll see how much power we save. But you have made some awesome progress with the save, Taku. Thank you, Alistor. Thank you, thank you. It can all go wrong in an instant, like how I'm running out of food. But, you know, it is what it is. We may be running out of food. What we lack in food, I don't know. We have the dirt, though. Okay, hold on. Somebody needs to get on that. Somebody needs to be dedicated to farming. Alright, Quinn, you're the farmer now. Congratulations. You're farming. It's your only job. Or your highest priority. Get on it. And Rowan as well. You're holding the colony together. Take care of it. Hi, he's using a triage cot. Damn. Why are you scalding? What? Wasn't gonna be the one to say it. I can jinx it up sometimes. No, it's all good. It's all good. Should have seen my copper volcano spew out liquid copper, 2,000 degrees Celsius in vacuum. Damn. And even if it fails 300 cycles longer than the last one. This is true. This is true. Needed to load back for like 3 days at a time. Dang. Dang. I hope this is successful. So far it seems pretty good. Things are going pretty well. A lot of shine bugs being grown there, so kind of nice. Someone made my switch, nice. Turning it off. Now hopefully we'll... It says no power, but it looks like it's powered. Anyways. Is it powered though? Oh, I guess it's holding some power like a battery, but for the most part, this technically doesn't. Technically, it's off. So the transformer is no power. Which should... That should save us some power. I hope. Heat energy. Yummy. The thing is, in a vacuum, heat doesn't transfer, so anything comes in contact immediately melted, including your air pumped and water fed. Oh! I didn't think about that. Does make a lot of sense, actually. Okay. There you go. Shoot, I keep getting distracted. I need to... I'm supposed to go, like, 30 minutes ago. No! That's not good. That is, not good indeed. Yikes. Big yikes. And just when I was thinking about piecing out, it appears that a meteor is breaking my things. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, the good news is that I might not need to dig these out. Oh, well, it ended, so we're good. Okay. Ah, no, these need pearls now. Damn. guess I'll have to cancel this build. I used the last of my pearls to order the other thing. Damn. It's too bad. Anyways, on that note, I think it's about that time. I think it is about that time. Yeah, the jinx worked. It's going so well. One in-game day later, and everything is just everything is you know, exploding. Interesting. Okay, well. Anyways. It wasn't me. It's all Error. Error did this to us. No, 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 no. How could you? How could you? Actually, I could suck out the hydrogen gas for some quick power. Ah, whatever. That's a later problem. We are running out of calories really fast though. Alarmingly fast. Well, that's a next time problem. But we seriously are running out of calories like incredibly fast. That's no joke. We are really running out of food to eat. And we have enough dirt, it's just that nobody is focusing on farming for some reason. Despite 2 people having that as their highest priority. I don't know. Error is a foreshadow. Error is foreshadowing. Damn. Okay, we'll handle it next time. I don't know how I'm gonna get around that, but we'll figure it out next time. This might kill us, but you know, we'll be okay, hopefully. But yeah, it's not too hot. It's 86 degrees, 82 degrees, whatever. So it's not too bad. It's within the correct parameters, but all of these are not fertilized. Oh, well, I guess down here is a body temperature problem, but like up here, the problem is fertilization. And they're not... Okay, I'm clicking on a grub fruit, but the mealwood is supposed to be... I'm gonna forget about this. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this problem real quick. So, I was supposed to get rid of the grub fruit, and I forgot. So that's like half the problem, is that some of these are grub fruit, and they're supposed to be mealwood. Some of these are a body temperature problem, but a lot of these, like, they need to be fertilized with dirt, and there is dirt, but no one's fertilizing it. Honestly, this could be the end of the colony right here. I think I made too many mistakes already. I've been focusing too hard on other stuff. I don't think we have enough food. Actually, you know what? Let's just start killing things. Let's just start killing stuff. We're gonna start killing animals. We're gonna start killing animals and taking their meat. We got a lot of animals. Shine bugs aren't worth killing, though. They're, like, barely any calories. Damn. We need food, damn it. Get your priorities straight. Who's in charge? Who's in charge of eating? Or not eating, cooking. Okay, Hassan is in charge, so Hassan is dedicated to that. Oh, Hassan's right there. Okay, good. I don't think anyone is attacking, though. I guess Kai could attack. Nice. Got some meat. Got a little bit of free food to tide us over. For a split second. While we fix the stupid... Ah, damn it. Now it's a body temperature problem again. Why is this not... What? Oh, no power. Ah, shoot. Damn it. It's because that's entombed. And then this should really be a priority. I'm gonna waste a bunch of copper to fix this real quick. I'm glad I made these as an emergency backup. There we go. If Appy joined, it would be perfect. I had the weirdest dream. I caused Taku's colony to fail. Oh no, no, no. It's like kind of working. Actually, this is a massive, like, waste of power. I didn't even look at this. This is a massive waste of power. Because I'm not even using this anymore, so it's really, really pointless to have this here. Everything about this is really useless, so I'm gonna take this out. I don't think... Like, all of this is useless. This is useless. This is useless. This is useless. And then separate from all of that, the power transform is useless. That's the problem. But now Alistar's going to bed. Already, Alistar, hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for joining us. A wonderful rest of your night, my good man. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't mind me, I'm just... I really need to go to sleep, man. The shove bowl says nothing about how much calories you get. Whatever. There's the combat. Oh. Yeah. Good. Alright. Body temp again. What is so hot about this? There shouldn't be anything... I made this room specifically because it was colder. I don't get it. Maybe too cool? No, it's... I think the max is 40 degrees. Oh, sorry, not the rock. The wheat is a max temperature of 41 degrees and a lowest at minus 67. Check 7. Right now it's like over 40, so that's the reason. That's the problem. And KG says going to go to bed too. Good night, Taku. Good night, everyone. Good night. Grenade KG, thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye, KG. Yeah, they do have a range of preferred 10. Hope to see you back. Same. Hope to see you back. But yeah, I'm growing some sleet wheat. Sleet wheat. I could grow it up here, I guess. But actually, you know what? I'm kind of desperate. Let's just do it. They can breathe carbon, so it doesn't even matter. So, I'm desperate. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna fix it quick. I don't even know where it is. I'm just gonna copy. In my desperation, we are making a sleet wheat farm. Go. Anyways, good luck with farming sleet wheat. Thank you, thank you. I shall try. I shall certainly try. Oh, this is rough, man. The carbon's kind of cold, but the polluted oxygen, even here, like on the planet's surface, it's like it's suddenly not cool anymore. Suddenly it's all hot. I don't get it. Oh wait, no, it's probably because of this, huh? The solar panels. They probably emit a lot of heat. This is stressing me out, man. I gotta go to sleep. This is stressing me out. Why is everything so damn hot? Why does this create heat? I never really noticed this, but this might be part of my problem. Kind of cool over here, though. Okay. Arrow's starting to nod off too. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Let me... Hold on. I'm gonna do this for next time. I'm just gonna hope I remember. This is how it's gonna look. And then we'll start farming it over here. That way it's far enough away from everything. I think the max is 86. So yeah, this should be just right. We'll just do it over there. Alright, you're good, it's not you, it's me. No, no, Aaron, no! Okay, I'm going to sleep though, for real. I really do need to stop. I'm like an hour over time at this point, so I gotta get out of here. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. You're all good. I really gotta stop, so it's all good. But thank you, Error, Brave, Alstor, Suma, AG, Appy, Wiffle Waffle. It's been real. I hope that's everybody. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will catch you guys on Saturday. Once again, reminder, no stream on Friday. No stream. Saturday's the next stream. That'll be KCD2 in the morning. So yeah, the updated times will be on Discord. Feel free to take a look there if you're so inclined. Air's close to the 20k mark. Okay. I gotta keep remembering to form my idea of you in my mind. I'll make you as accurate as possible. But thanks for the stream. Thank you, Brave. Thanks for joining us. Suma says good night. Good night, Suma. Thanks for joining us. Era says thank you, Taka, for the lovely calm stream. Thank you for entertaining my monologue. And thank you for the hug as well. Thank you, thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll catch you guys on Saturday. Era's here for it. Let's go. All right. I really gotta go. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Good night.